Jason and Sonny strategize, Nathan opens up to Nina, Willow makes her move, Lulu confides in Laura, Jocelyn digs for information. Mac, Emma and Felicia rush to Paris and Cullum cruelly tightens his control over Brit. Nathan and Lulu bump right into each other at Bobby's and share a moment. It's a bit awkward and he says he'd pay for the lock on his friend's cafe. Lulu wants to help, but he calls it unforgettable and it's his way of thanking her. It's the best time he's had since he returned to PC. He brings up the kiss and asks if they're okay. They agree they're still friends though it'll be tough. Liesl and Nina arrive at her place after a yoga class and discuss Willow transferring Drew to her place to care for him. Both want her away from him. It'll also be best for Drew, Liesl says, commenting that they're toxic together. Liesl warns Nina she needs to be the mother in the relationship and tell Willow the truth about Drew. In her office, Alexis and Rick talk about how to get Michael and Willow to negotiate custody. Outside, Willow shoves the key to Drew's in her pants when Michael turns up, appreciative that she did. She stares at the keys on his chain before they head inside. Willow's on edge but agrees to hear Rick out. He and Alexis explain that custody could take up to 2 years to hash out. They could reach an agreement here today and they'll present it to a judge. Willow doesn't think Michael's life will play well in family court. Alexis says no judge will give her half, let alone full custody because of Drew. Willow's shocked. In the eyes of the law, the case is about the kids, not her, Alexis says. She should compromise. Rick agrees. Michael offers every other weekend and summers with the kids. Willow doesn't think it's enough and complains about being punished. He doesn't like shuttling them between homes. It wouldn't be good for them. Rick admits lots of kids do that. Alexis thinks they could go with 60-40 custody in Michael's favor. Willow goes off to consider it while Alexis apologizes to Michael for everything. Outside, Willow places Drew's key on Michael's keychain, which she found in his coat. She heads back in and agrees to the custody. In Laura's office, Laura gives an interview to Joss. They discuss the power outage on Spoon Island and how otherwise Port Charles was prepared. Joss shoves her laptop into her bag and out pops The Crystalline Conspiracy by P.K. Sinclair. Laura asks where on earth that came from. Laura tells her it's Anna on the cover and that P.K. is Caesar Faison. Joss claims she doesn't know him, and Laura fills her in on what a creep he was and that Brit's his daughter. Joss gets confirmation that the man is dead. At Sonny's, Jason tells Sonny that Anna's in trouble. Sonny wonders if she had a nervous breakdown. Jason says he can't go because Brit's in trouble too. He tells him that she's being forced to work for Ross Cullum, the WSB director. The guy who tried to kill Sonny and the one who almost killed Michael. Sonny swears. Jason says he's connected to the slush fund that paid for the firebombing. Brit's terrified of him. Sonny wants surveillance on him so they can take him out. Jason says they can't. Brit was there when Sidwell killed Dalton, but she can't say anything. He's supplying her with her meds, and if Cullum dies, so does Brit. They're trying to secure Brit's medicine so they can get Brick to have it recreated. They move on to Cullum after. In Aix-les-Bains in eastern France, Mac thanks Dr. Laurent for helping Anna transition to her clinic easily. She says Anna's weak. Emma tells the doctor that her grandma is smart and she doesn't believe she had a mental break. Mac and Felicia go in to see her and Anna rushes to them, looking around as though she's concerned someone is listening as she tells them to get her out of there. She has to stop Faison. They ask what happened. She tells them the undercover work was a lie. She was kidnapped on Halloween and explains she was chloroformed and came to in a room, handcuffed to a chair. She doesn't know where, but the attendant spoke to her in French. She fills them in on the rest, including her illness and attempt at an escape. She says Liesl Albrecht was there. They're surprised at this, and when Anna tells them she saw Caesar herself and Peter August, she tears up in obvious distress. Felicia starts to cry as Anna shares that she escaped and went to the police. He grabbed her and she fought back. She grabs Felicia and points a finger to her chest as she tells her she needs to stop Cesar. Felicia sobs, okay? They go back to Emma and Laurent and fill them in. Laurent says it must be why she had a break with reality. Maybe she started reliving her past trauma. Felicia says her story seems like a mashup. Laurent says Miss Devane isn't leaving. It has to go through the courts. If they were to transfer her, it could fuel her paranoia. They reluctantly agree. Emma goes to see her grandma, who tells her to stay away from her. Faison's got her on the mind. Emma chokes up. She tells her she can't come home with her and cries as Anna tears up and tells her it's okay. Then Faison will be fixated on her, not her granddaughter. She tells her to go, but Emma's devastated to see her grandma like this. Anna starts to yell to leave and Dr. Laurent and an orderly arrive. Anna tries to run, but the orderly grabs her. She yells for Emma to tell Jason she's right about Faison and he has to stop. They drug Anna as Felicia and Mac escort Emma from the room. Subscribe to Soap Spoilers. Newsletter. Lulu brings coffee to Lulu in her office and says she needs advice. She admits she's falling for her best friend's husband. Laura's mouth drops open in shock. She learns that the duo shared a kiss but they can't pursue it. She's having second thoughts. It's a legal gray area since he's married to Maxie, but it also feels like a betrayal. It affect things between Nathan and Dante too. Lulu says to take things slowly no matter what and remember she deserves to be happy. Nathan meets Nina at home. He tells his sister he has feelings for Lulu. Nina's stunned. Nathan says they've been bonding as friends and it just snuck up on them. Nina knows the woman's a good person. He agrees. Being around her is exhilarating, but there are huge issues like Maxie. He still loves her and always will, but he guesses he needs to move on. Still, this can't go anywhere. As they talk, Nina thinks he should go with Lulu if his heart tells him to. He decides to go for it. At Bobby's, Liesl sees Joss, who tells her she's reading the book her ex wrote. Liesl admits it's true and asks what she wants to know. Joss tells her she saw the book at Windermere and it had a pack of cigarellos with it. Liesl explains that Faison lived there. Liesl thinks he might have a passionate fan.